Hello, it's Priscilla Mayimbo. I am a Healing and Transformation Certified Transformation Coach on a mission to help women, moms who suffer past trauma in the healing journey. I wanted to do this video on kind of update. It's been a while I've updated on this YouTube channel. It's a reason for it, because I kind of wanted to share the purpose of what I was doing is to share really the journey, what the Lord has done with me. And as I'm going and as I'm teaching, also I am teaching you guys, but also I am learning myself and I'm evolving myself and I'm being transformed also daily by not only what I'm teaching, but also with life, because life is our best master, right? Life is our best teacher. Life is just, if we could just sit and observe and just be mindful of really the things, the signs, the wonder that are really happening around us, we will be making less mistake, I think. And I'm learning it as I'm aging, as I'm growing, as I'm, through experiences. And I've kind of been in the warfare, in a little fire, in a little personal quest, and really how I wanted to refocus my conversation with you guys, because I want us to have a conversation. I want us to grow. I want this community to be mindful as I'm sharing about mindfulness, as I'm sharing about healing, as I'm sharing about motherhood, because again, it's not a whole journey. It's not like a stable, set. It's not like a straight line. It's ups and down. And kind of lately, I've been really reflecting and really my self quest with the Lord. Because before having, I was a Christian, but I had a religion, okay, into a sort of quote. I was going to church like everyone, when I could, especially back home. But I did not have a relationship with God. I didn't know what a relationship with God was. And I was just doing what everybody was doing. And there was still an anger inside of me. There was still that emptiness inside of me. And I kind of made the personal decision as I was evolving. I have the hunger to want more, to really know more who I was, why I was created, who was God. And I was doing that, the personal journey started. So at the same time, I also, discovering this journey about the coaching and everything, doing the certification, all of that, as well as my personal, career that I was doing. And it was kind of conflictual. And so I started with Born for a Purpose. That was the first thing that I started. And then as I was just more emphasizing about the scientists, all the things that I was reading and studying and stuff, and then the Lord come back to me and remind me that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about healing, because I healed you, because that was the purpose of that. By the way, if you haven't got my book, The Power of Forgiveness, it's on Amazon now. Get it, because I really explained this conversation, this journey, and it's getting better. So I started with Born for a Purpose, because Born for a Purpose was the core that God had remembered me. Because after crying, after I've had being sexually abused at the age of 10, having a baby, being a teen mom, asking God why me. And I really come to the quest that when the Lord told me in the conversation that we had together, like everything you've been through was for my purpose. I'm going to use you. I'm going to heal you first. And then as I'm healing you, I'm sending you on a mission to go heal other women. But first of all, I'm giving you two things that you need to do. The Lord doesn't just like leave it like this. Like it would be so easy, right? First, He told me that you have to open your mouth and tell your story. And I've never told my story to anyone. I have never, except my family. But you have to go online. There's a platform right there. I only had the normal page, okay? I didn't have any professional page. So you had to tell the story. You have to share your story. And second of all, you have to forgive, what had happened, the person who harmed you and stuff. And I'm telling you, I don't know if you never told something that is really hard that you never expected to do. Those two things were the hardest. He could have told me go study another language, go climb a mountain, all the things. But those were so directed to the point that I needed to my soul, because what it was telling me that it was the blessing that I was expecting, the thing that I was hoping for, could not happen, because I was sitting on I was sitting on the gold mine. I was just sitting on my blessing. And until I released that, until I let go of the past, until I really embrace and knowing that, okay, yeah, yes, it had happened to me, but this is my past, doesn't define my future. I have a better plan. And remember in Jeremiah, it said, the plan that I have for you, plan to prosper you, not to harm you. Okay, it's just the better future that God has for us. And as I was involved in that, again, as I was teaching, preaching, and teaching everything, sharing my journey little by bit, he decided, okay, now you have to write the book, because again, it's all about knowing and leaving the legacy. The Bible, like, I want my daughter to know what happened to me, but not what happened to me, not like saying that I become a better woman, but I chose to be a better woman, not a bitter woman, but a better woman, not only for me, but also for her and for the generation to come. And because we always have a choice. Whatever has happened to you, you always have a choice. But I was in that quest saying that, okay, what am I supposed to do exactly next, God? What am I doing when I'm doing? Like, do I stop teaching? Do I stop sharing my story? Do I stop? And then it was like, no, it's all about like the season. And then God again, remind me about the season again. I don't want you to become like everybody. I don't want you to do what everybody is doing because they're doing it. I don't want you to wear everything everyone is wearing because they want to wear it. I don't want you to fit in the mold, because you remember your purpose is evolving as you evolve it. And your purpose is also being molded with the season, because again, I always love to use it as a mom. As the child, growing, you have your child for 9 months in your womb. As the child is growing, as the child is, evolving in your tummy even, is growing. As it's coming out, you're celebrating the 1 year old, the 2 years old, etc. You see how the child is growing before your eyes. It didn't start by walking, it started by sitting, crawling, but every kid is different, of course. And then it goes, so it's really baby steps. So baby step, I really come to everything that I'm doing right now. It's baby step. It's not about, the journey, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. What I'm learning as I'm growing, what I'm learning as I'm healing, I'm keep on healing. My healing is, the healing is a lifetime. You heal, and you have just different process of healing. So right now, the place that you are right now, it might be a place where you need to ask God, what do you want me to do in this season? Because each season is different. Your season is different than my season. Your season is different than your sister, than your neighbor, than your mom. Everybody has different season. And maybe more than what you need, maybe peace. Some of you need peace. Some of you need a true, deep conversation, with themselves. Some of you need a deep, true relationship, not just a religion, with God. Some of you need really a deep quest in the self journey, because it is like the reflection that I had yesterday, what I call, because every single day has a theme, as you notice. Yesterday was a soul Sunday. So Sunday, not only we go and fill our soul with the word, we go to church, but also when we have those quests, those personal quests, every time I come back from the church, and I'm advised you to take that thing, I always have a notebook. So whatever the pastor is preaching, I write down the verse and everything. And as he's doing that, also sometimes the Holy Spirit downloads some revelation, and I write it down. So when I come home, I read it, and I have years and years and years, and months and years of conversation on the Sunday. So Soul Sunday, maybe I would do, or we'll see on the Sunday. Let me know if you're interested. But it's really that evolving, that conversation, that relation. Maybe some of you guys need to spend more time with God, so you can know who you are and know whose you are. Because in this world, we all everywhere. Everybody wants to become everybody. Everyone wants to do everything that everyone is doing. But that's not what you're supposed to do. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to become who God made you to be. You're supposed to not like evolve, not to someone else, but to become that best version, the one God created, that perfect version of who you're supposed to be, not the perfect version of someone else. So you have to sit down and ask the true question for yourself. Who am I becoming? Why am I living that experience? Instead of being like, I don't know, blaming God for what's going on. God, what do you want me to learn in this season? What do you want me to learn in this season? What is it that I'm not paying attention to? Am I not listening to your voice? Am I being carefree? Am I be just like living, stressful life, or just like careless life? What is it that you want me to learn, especially in this season? Because I'm telling you, as you're asking God, and as you're putting him in first place, in everything that you're doing, as you inviting him in your struggle, as you inviting him in your journey, as you're inviting him into your life, into your family, and everything that you're facing, I'm telling you, the clarity will come, the peace that has no name will come as you're facing the storm. And also, I'm telling you, it's going to show you the step by step to what you need to do in order to go to your next step. And that's really what I want us to do in this channel, because again, it's a journey. It is no point. So today, I want you to do a reflection this week. It's a new season that we're starting. What do you need in this season? What is it that you're really hungry for? Ask yourself. Don't look on the TV. Don't want to resemble someone else, because you are unique. Your story is unique. And your story did not happen just to you. It happened through you, but it didn't happen just for you. It happened for other people. You're supposed to share that story. Because again, one thing it is, the devil has shut so many mouths. So many mouths. And what you don't understand, that the more you stay quiet and silent, and then taking that story personally and keeping it to yourself as a treasure, it hurting you, it's wounding you, it is destroying the purpose that